Pierre Poilievre will face a leadership vote tonight with Conservatives gathered in Calgary for the party's convention. That's where we find CTV's Jeremie Charron. Jeremie, the leadership vote is a mandatory process. Walk us through what the process will look like and who will be involved.
Yeah, Jamie, exactly. Look, we're talking about something that is happening as a result of the Conservative Constitution. Anytime they lose a federal election, this is what happens. It results in a leadership vote. The last time it happened was in 2005. Stephen Harper faced a leadership test after losing the 2004 election. Got about 84% support in that leadership vote. And so, all eyes will be on Pierre Poilievre this evening. You can hear behind me and see behind me right now, grassroots members, delegates that are here to take part of the convention are debating policies. That is also what this convention is about. The party looking to try and determine its path forward. But the big vote is tonight, and everyone will be watching closely and deciding, the party members here, the delegates that will be voting, deciding whether or not Pierre Poilievre is the person to lead this party moving forward. It is widely expected that he will remain the leader. Those who are voting are delegates who have been selected by Conservative members from across the country to represent their ridings. He is quite popular among those delegates, among the Conservative base that is here to vote and here to decide whether or not he'll remain the leader. And so it is widely expected that he will remain. The question is, how much support he gets, and that'll be the big question we'll be watching for tonight. Yesterday, we heard from a lot of Conservative MPs during the opening ceremonies, all of which were focused on kind of two specific things. The first being what they believe to be a very good result in the last election. They talked about increasing their seat count and the influence they were able to have and how they were able to grow the Conservative tent. All that, of course, despite the fact they lost the election and Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre lost his seat, but they were really celebrating the result they were able to achieve. And the other thing is they were all pushing for leader Pierre Poilievre to remain as the leader of the Conservative Party, the federal Conservative Party. Deputy leader Melissa Lantsman was one of those to take the stage yesterday. Here is part of what she had to say.
I'm confident that Pierre, as our leader, we will come out this weekend even stronger, even more united, showing Canadians that we're ready to govern and we are ready to restore the promise of Canada. It is time for hope. It is time for change. And it starts this weekend by standing with Pierre and uniting for Canada.
So that is really the gist of the message we heard from a lot of MPs putting their support behind Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. But I also spent some time last night, Jamie, speaking with some MPs that were here, some senior MPs, as well as members. There's a lot of talk about using this convention as a way to almost reset and determine a clear path forward for the party into the next election, whenever it may come, and try and determine a strategy to increase that seat count even more and be able to have further success in the next election, which is what the party is after, and form government.
That's CTV's Jeremie Charron. Thank you.